Did you know that over 400,000 people left major UK cities last year alone? Yes, cities once considered thriving hubs of opportunity are now facing a mass exodus. But why? Is it the skyrocketing cost of living? The job market drying up? Or maybe it's something even more surprising, something no one saw coming. Imagine living in a place where housing prices soar out of reach, where your paycheck barely covers the basics, and the daily grind feels like an endless uphill battle. Now picture thousands of people around you deciding they've had enough. They pack their bags, say goodbye to their cities, and move on. What's driving this sudden wave of departures? Is your city on the list? The answers might surprise you. From London's housing crisis to the shocking challenges faced by cities like Glasgow and Manchester, these stories reveal the hidden struggles behind the headlines. Stick with us as we uncover the 10 UK cities everyone is leaving in 2025. Trust us, you'll want to watch till the end because the reasons might just change the way you see urban life in the UK forever. Are these cities doomed, or can they bounce back? Let's dive in and find out. Number 10. Sheffield. Sheffield, once known as the Steel City, has long been celebrated for its industrial heritage and vibrant community. But in recent years, this historic city has faced challenges that are pushing residents to seek opportunities elsewhere. So why are people leaving Sheffield? One major reason is the decline of key industries. While Sheffield has made strides in transitioning to a more diverse economy, the shadow of its industrial past still lingers. The loss of traditional manufacturing jobs has left a gap that newer industries haven't entirely filled. Many residents, especially younger professionals, are finding it difficult to secure well-paying jobs that match their skills. Another critical factor is the affordable housing paradox. Although Sheffield's housing market is more affordable compared to cities like London or Manchester, locals are still struggling to keep up. Wages in the area often fall below the national average, making even affordable housing a stretch for many families. Moreover, concerns about infrastructure and public services are growing. Aging public transport systems, underfunded schools, and overstretched healthcare facilities are leading to frustrations among residents who feel their quality of life is slipping. Yet Sheffield isn't just a story of struggle. It's a city of resilience and potential. The rise of cultural attractions, green initiatives, and efforts to modernise its economy show promise. But for many, the pace of change isn't fast enough, prompting them to leave in search of a better life. Will Sheffield be able to reinvent itself and retain its population? Or will it continue to lose its place as one of the UK's beloved cities? Let us know what you think in the comments. Number 9. Cardiff. Cardiff, the vibrant capital of Wales, has long been a cultural and economic hub. Known for its rich history, lively art scene, and iconic landmarks like Cardiff Castle, it seems like an ideal place to live. Yet in 2025, the city finds itself grappling with a surprising trend. More people are leaving Cardiff than ever before. One key reason behind this exodus is rising housing costs. Over the past decade, Cardiff's growing popularity has driven up property prices and rental rates. For many residents, particularly young professionals and families, the cost of living has become unsustainable. Despite being more affordable than London or Bristol, Cardiff's wages haven't kept pace with the housing market, forcing people to look elsewhere. Another challenge is urban congestion and infrastructure strain. As Cardiff's population grew, the city's infrastructure struggled to keep up. Traffic congestion, limited public transport options, and aging road systems are everyday frustrations for locals. These issues are amplified by the lack of long-term urban planning to address the needs of a growing population. Additionally, Cardiff's job market has been a source of concern. While the city boasts thriving sectors like media and sports, opportunities in other industries remain limited. For graduates and skilled workers, this means relocating to cities with better career prospects. Finally, environmental factors are playing a role. Cardiff is vulnerable to flooding, a problem that has grown more pressing with climate change. Residents in flood-prone areas are opting to leave rather than face repeated disruptions and rising insurance costs. Cardiff's charm remains undeniable, but its challenges are prompting many to reconsider their future in the city. The question is, how will Cardiff adapt to reverse this trend? Number 8. Newcastle. Newcastle, with its iconic Tyne Bridge and reputation for warm Geordie hospitality, has been a cornerstone of the UK's industrial and cultural identity. However, beneath its vibrant exterior, Newcastle is grappling with a wave of departures as residents leave the city in search of better opportunities and living conditions. One of the primary factors driving people away is economic stagnation. While Newcastle has seen growth in sectors like tech and digital industries, the pace hasn't been sufficient to offset the decline in traditional industries like shipbuilding and coal mining. The result? A limited job market, especially for middle-income earners, leaving many feeling they have no choice but to relocate. Another pressing issue is the lack of affordable housing. While Newcastle's property prices are lower compared to cities like London or Edinburgh, they're rising steadily, creating challenges for first-time buyers and renters alike. This is especially tough on younger generations, who often face stagnant wages and limited career growth. Infrastructure woes are also a sore spot for residents. Despite being a relatively compact city, Newcastle's public transport system has struggled to meet demand. Limited connectivity and ageing facilities leave many frustrated with their daily commutes. Moreover, the city has seen cuts to public services over the years, affecting everything from healthcare to local amenities. These reductions have eroded the quality of life for many residents, making the prospect of starting fresh elsewhere increasingly appealing. Despite its struggles, Newcastle remains a city with enormous potential. Its rich culture, strong community ties, and historical charm continue to draw visitors. But for those seeking stability and opportunity, the allure of leaving seems stronger than staying. Number 7. Leeds. Leeds, often regarded as the financial and legal hub of Northern England, has enjoyed a reputation as a thriving and dynamic city. With its modern skyline, prestigious universities, and bustling shopping districts, it's long been a magnet for students and young professionals. But in 2025, Leeds is facing a troubling trend. Many of its residents, particularly the younger generation, are moving away. The first major factor behind this migration is the job market mismatch. Leeds has seen growth in sectors like finance, law, and retail, but opportunities in other industries, such as technology and creative fields, remain limited. This lack of diversification leaves graduates and skilled workers with little choice but to relocate to cities that better cater to their career aspirations. Housing is another critical issue. While Leeds has been marketed as an affordable alternative to cities like London or Manchester, rising property prices and rental costs are putting a strain on residents. The city's growing popularity has driven demand, pricing out many locals, particularly first-time buyers and young families. Additionally, the overcrowding of public spaces and services is becoming increasingly noticeable. As Leeds's population grows, pressure mounts on schools, healthcare facilities, and transport networks. Many residents feel the city hasn't expanded its infrastructure quickly enough to accommodate its growth, leading to dissatisfaction and frustration. Cultural shifts are also playing a role. While Leeds boasts a vibrant social scene, some residents find the pace of gentrification displacing long-standing communities and traditions, leaving them disconnected from the city's evolving identity. For a city with so much promise, Leeds finds itself at a crossroads. Whether it can retain its young professionals or continue losing them will shape its future for years to come. Number 6. Bristol. Bristol, renowned for its vibrant art scene, stunning harbourside, and independent spirit, has often been seen as one of the most desirable places to live in the UK. Yet in 2025, this once highly sought-after city is seeing more and more people leave. So what's driving this exodus? One of the most significant factors is the soaring cost of living. Bristol's popularity has led to skyrocketing property prices and rental costs, making it one of the least affordable cities in the UK, outside of London. Many long-term residents and young families are finding themselves priced out of their own neighbourhoods, forced to seek cheaper alternatives elsewhere. Another issue is overcrowding and congestion. As Bristol's population has grown, the city's infrastructure has struggled to keep pace. Traffic jams are now a daily frustration, and the public transport system often fails to provide an efficient alternative. This has left many residents feeling trapped in a cycle of long commutes and wasted time. The city's job market also presents challenges. While sectors like tech and creative industries are thriving, they don't offer enough opportunities to support the city's growing population. For those in other fields or on lower incomes, Bristol's economic landscape can feel increasingly unwelcoming. Environmental concerns add to the strain. Bristol's ambitious green policies, while admirable, have sometimes led to higher costs for businesses and residents, adding to the overall expense of living in the city. Bristol's charm remains undeniable, but for many, its rising costs and logistical headaches are overshadowing its appeal, leaving them little choice but to start fresh in more affordable and accessible locations. We'd love to hear from you. Are you living in one of these cities, or have you moved away? Share your story in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, please support us by subscribing to our channel. It's just one click, but it means the world to us and helps us keep creating content you love. Number 5. Glasgow. Glasgow, Scotland's largest city, is known for its rich history, vibrant art scene, and warm, welcoming locals. It has long been a cultural and economic powerhouse in the UK. Yet in 2025, more and more Glaswegians are packing up and leaving, drawn away by mounting challenges that are reshaping life in this iconic city. One of the leading issues is economic inequality. While Glasgow has made strides in revitalising certain areas, many communities continue to struggle with poverty and unemployment. This stark divide leaves residents in less affluent neighbourhoods feeling left behind, with few opportunities for advancement. Housing is another significant concern. Affordable housing shortages have become a major problem in Glasgow. Rapid gentrification in popular areas has pushed up property prices, making it harder for locals to find affordable homes near work or school. This displacement is creating frustration and a sense of alienation among many long-time residents. Infrastructure challenges also play a role. Glasgow's public transport system, though extensive, has been criticised for being unreliable and outdated. Combined with worsening traffic congestion, getting around the city can be a daily struggle for residents. Adding to the list are health and environmental concerns. Glasgow has long grappled with health disparities, and while improvements are underway, progress feels slow to many. Meanwhile, air pollution in urban areas continues to raise concerns about quality of life. Despite these issues, Glasgow remains a city of resilience and creativity, full of people dedicated to making it better. However, for those seeking more immediate opportunities and stability, leaving has become an increasingly attractive option. The question remains, can Glasgow find a balance between growth and inclusivity to stem the tide of departures? Number 4. Liverpool. Liverpool, famed for its maritime history, music legends like the Beatles, and its passionate football culture, has always been a city with a strong identity. Yet in 2025, this iconic northern city is facing a significant outflow of residents, leaving many to wonder what's driving people away. One of the primary issues is the economic decline of traditional industries. Liverpool, once a major hub for shipping and trade, has struggled to replace the jobs lost from the decline of its port and manufacturing sectors. While the city has made efforts to diversify its economy, the recovery has been uneven, leaving certain areas with limited job opportunities and high unemployment rates. The cost of living versus wages gap is another pressing factor. Although Liverpool remains more affordable than cities like Manchester or London, wages in the city have stagnated for years. This disparity leaves many residents struggling to make ends meet, prompting them to seek better prospects elsewhere. Another concern is the city's public services and infrastructure. Cuts to local services, including healthcare and education, have frustrated residents who feel their needs aren't being met. Meanwhile, transportation within the city has faced criticism for being outdated and inconsistent, making daily commutes a hassle for many. Lastly, Liverpool is dealing with issues of urban renewal and gentrification. While redevelopment projects like Liverpool One have revitalised parts of the city, they've also pushed some long-standing communities out of central areas. This has left a growing number of residents feeling disconnected from the city's evolution. Liverpool's charm, cultural richness, and community spirit remain strong. But for those searching for stability and opportunity, the city's challenges have proven difficult to overlook, leading to an increasing number of departures. Number 3. Manchester. Manchester, often called the capital of the North, has earned a reputation as one of the UK's most vibrant and fast-growing cities. Known for its rich industrial history, world-class universities, and thriving cultural scene, Manchester has long attracted people from all over the world. But in 2025, the city is facing an unexpected challenge. A rising number of people are leaving. One of the biggest reasons for this trend is gentrification. While Manchester's redevelopment has brought gleaming skyscrapers and trendy neighbourhoods, it has also driven up property prices and rents, pricing many locals out of their own city. Areas like the Northern Quarter, once known for their affordability and creative vibe, have become too expensive for many residents, pushing them to look for cheaper alternatives outside the city. The cost of living crisis is hitting hard. Energy bills, grocery costs, and transportation expenses have all risen sharply in recent years, leaving many Mancunians feeling financially squeezed. Even for those earning decent wages, the pressure of making ends meet has become overwhelming. Adding to this is overcrowding and strained infrastructure. As Manchester's population has boomed, public services, housing, and transport networks have struggled to keep pace. Residents often face long waits for healthcare, packed buses and trains, and housing shortages, all contributing to a decline in overall quality of life. Finally, some residents feel the city is losing its sense of community. Rapid development and rising inequality have left parts of Manchester feeling disconnected and divided, leading many to search for a better balance elsewhere. Manchester remains a powerhouse of culture and innovation, but without addressing these growing pains, its ability to hold on to its residents is being put to the test. Number 2. Birmingham. Birmingham, the UK's second largest city, has long been a symbol of industrial strength and multicultural diversity. Known for its bustling Bullring shopping district and the iconic canals that rival Venice, Birmingham has been a cornerstone of the Midlands. Yet in 2025, more and more people are leaving this vibrant city behind. One of the main drivers of this exodus is the lack of high-paying job opportunities. While Birmingham has seen growth in retail, logistics, and service industries, many residents feel the city hasn't attracted enough high-skilled, high-paying jobs to sustain its large population. This is particularly frustrating for young professionals and graduates who often leave for cities like London or Manchester to advance their careers. Another issue is the rising cost of living. Although Birmingham is more affordable than the capital, housing prices and rental costs have been steadily climbing. Combined with stagnant wages, many residents find it difficult to afford a comfortable lifestyle, prompting them to relocate to more affordable regions. The city's transport and infrastructure challenges are also a sticking point. Birmingham has struggled with traffic congestion and a public transport system that doesn't meet the needs of its growing population. Despite investments like the upcoming HS2 high-speed rail link, many residents feel the improvements are too slow to make an immediate difference. Adding to the problem is a sense of urban overcrowding. As the city has expanded, green spaces have diminished, and public services are becoming increasingly strained, impacting quality of life. Birmingham remains a city with tremendous potential, but unless it addresses these pressing concerns, its reputation as a city of opportunity could be at risk. For now, many residents are opting to leave in search of greener pastures. Number 1. London. London, the beating heart of the UK, is known for its world-class landmarks, financial power, and cultural diversity. It has been a city of opportunity for centuries, drawing people from across the globe. Yet in 2025, even London isn't immune to an exodus. Surprisingly, more people are leaving the capital than ever before. The biggest culprit? The skyrocketing cost of living. London's housing market remains one of the most expensive in the world, with average rents now consuming over 50% of many residents' incomes. Living in the city has become a financial burden for a large number of people. Even professionals with decent salaries often find themselves struggling to keep up with rent, bills, and daily expenses. Another factor is burnout from urban life. The relentless pace of London, coupled with long working hours and grueling commutes, is driving many residents to seek a slower, more balanced lifestyle. Smaller cities and rural areas offer not only affordability, but also a sense of peace that Londoners increasingly crave. The city's job market, while vast, has its downsides. The competition is fierce, and wages often don't match the high living costs. Remote work, which became more common after the pandemic, has also enabled many professionals to leave London while keeping their jobs, sparking a migration to more affordable areas. Additionally, inequality and safety concerns are prompting some to leave. Rising crime rates and the visible divide between wealth and poverty in the city have left residents questioning whether London still offers the opportunities it once promised. London's allure as a global city remains strong, but for a growing number of residents, the dream of life in the capital is giving way to the practicality of a more sustainable life elsewhere. The UK is experiencing a significant shift as residents leave some of its most iconic cities in search of better opportunities and quality of life. From London's skyrocketing costs to Newcastle's job market challenges, each city faces unique struggles that are driving people away. This trend highlights deeper issues such as economic inequality, housing affordability, and infrastructure strains, which cities must address to retain their populations. However, it's not all doom and gloom. Many cities are actively working to tackle these challenges through regeneration projects, policy changes, and innovative solutions. The question is whether these efforts will be enough to reverse the tide. The future of these cities depends on their ability to adapt and create environments where residents can thrive. Solution: to combat the exodus, UK cities need comprehensive strategies focused on affordability, opportunity, and sustainability. Affordable housing. Cities must prioritise affordable housing developments to meet the needs of both low-income families and young professionals. Incentives for developers and rent control measures could help stabilise housing markets. Job creation and economic diversification. By attracting industries like tech, renewable energy, and creative sectors, cities can create high-paying jobs and reduce reliance on declining industries. Improved infrastructure. Investing in public transport, healthcare, and education is crucial to enhance residents' quality of life and ease urban congestion. Community engagement. Cities should involve locals in decision-making processes to ensure urban renewal projects reflect the needs and values of their communities. By addressing these key areas, cities can not only stop people from leaving, but also attract new residents, ensuring a brighter and more sustainable future for urban life in the UK. What do you think about this urban exodus? Are these cities struggling, or can they bounce back? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. We'd love to hear from you. Don't forget to check out our previous video for more eye-opening insights. And if you enjoyed this one, please support us by subscribing to our channel. It's just one click, but it means everything to us and helps us keep creating content you love. Thank you for watching.